The Avengers radio series, a cultural phenomenon in South Africa back in the 1970s, South Africa was a country with no national television service. It wasn't until 1976 that the country would get its first taste of television broadcasts. But before that, radio was the primary medium of entertainment and information for the masses. This was the context when The Avengers, a British spy FI series, made its debut on South African radio and became a cultural phenomenon. The Avengers was a British television series that originally aired from 1961 to 1969. The show revolved around the adventures of John Steed, a suave and sophisticated secret agent, and his various female associates. The series was a unique blend of traditional spy thriller elements with science fiction and fantasy, which set it apart from other shows of its time. While the series was hugely popular in the UK and had also made a significant impact in the American markets, being one of the rare British series given a network transmission slot, it was virtually unknown in South Africa. This was primarily due to the lack of a national television service in the country until 1976. However, as a film series, The Avengers was able to gain some exposure in South Africa through film rentals. But it was the launch of the radio series that truly brought The Avengers to the masses in South Africa. Come and listen at www.myclassicradio.net. 21st Precinct, aka 21st Precinct and 21st Precinct, was a police drama broadcast on CBS Radio from July 7, 1953, to July 26, 1956. It was initially a summer replacement for My Friend Irma. The program was produced in cooperation with the Patrolmen's Benevolent Association of the City of New York and presented adaptations from true criminal records in New York. From the policeman's point of view. Historically, the 21st Precinct had been located near Gramercy Park in Manhattan, but in 1929 the department reorganized the precinct numbering, and the 21st designation was dropped from use. No such precinct existed during the show's run, nor does a 21st exist today. However, the fictional precinct's territory corresponds closely to that of the Upper East Side's 23rd Precinct as it has existed since 1929. Stanley Niss was the producer-writer-director. The role of Precinct Captain Frank Kennelly was played by Everett Sloan for the first 109 episodes and briefly in episode 135. During episode 109, Captain Frank Kennelly was promoted to Deputy Inspector and reassigned out of the 21st Precinct. He was replaced by Captain Cronin James Gregory, 1955-56, and Les Damon, 1956. Other cast regulars were Ken Lynch as Lieutenant Matt King, Harold Stone as Sergeant Waters, Jack Arissa as Sergeant Collins, and Santos Ortega as Lieutenant Gorman. The program's announcer began the program's opening each week. 21st Precinct. It's just lines on a map of the city of New York. Most of the 173,000 people wedged into the 9/10 of a square mile between Fifth Avenue and the East River wouldn't know, if you asked them, that they lived or worked in the 21st. Whether they know it or not, the security of their persons, their homes, and their property is the job of the men of the 21st. At that point the lead actor would complete the introduction. The 21st Precinct. 160 patrolmen, 11 sergeants and 4 lieutenants of whom I'm the boss. My name is Kennelly. Frank Kennelly. I'm captain in command of the 21st. Art Hanna, Bob Hill, and Hugh Holder were the program's announcers. The series was produced by John Ives. It was usually directed and written by Stanley Niss. Another source lists Niss as producer. Come and listen at www.myclassicradio.net.
Now, don't go away, because next on CBS Radio's Comedy Time are those two zany characters of many characters, Bob and Ray.
And now Bob Elliott and Ray Goulding present the CBS Radio Network. Coming home. Bob and Ray Show. The next few minutes, hope you'll sit back and enjoy our program with us, even if you're driving your car. You can tilt your power seat back and enjoy it that much more.
Keep your eyes on the road because we don't want to have you missing tomorrow from our show.
That's right, that's right.
Right? Is that how we
Wonderful
say?
thought, Bob. Wonderful thought.
We talked today?
Studio 26, right?
That's what it is,
Good.
yeah.
Now, where do you want this invisible shield put up?
Oh, I think that we drew a line on the floor there between us and the audience. We
Oh,
just
I
put it
see.
there.
Okay.
Is that a great-
Nelson, let's go.
All right,
They want it up in front of the audience.
right here on this line.
Yeah, all right.
That's a good place for it. I'm having a lot of trouble with the vegetables and assorted fruit. Sometimes heavy packages being tossed this way.
So we've put up a shield, and
Your fingers, Howard.
Yes, I am.
for all intents and purposes, it's just as though there was no shield. You can see through it beautifully.
Yes, it is.
Fellas, you're going to take those fingerprints off, aren't you, when you get through?
Yes, we'll polish it all up for you. You go ahead with your work, and we'll go ahead with ours.
All right, okay. Well, then, while they do their work, this would be as good a time as any, I suppose, to check on Arthur Schrank.
Yes, that would get us out of the studio where it's a little quieter, or at least you don't have that annoying...
On your side over there.
I'm sorry, Howard.
Go. Now, come on, shape up or shut up.
Right.
So let's go out to Portland, Oregon, and call in Arthur Schrank with Harry Birkendahl, manager of station KOIN, where the Bob and Ray Trophy Train is paying a visit today.
Hello, everybody. This is Arthur Schrank. Say, we're having a wonderful time here in Portland, Oregon, and all the gang at... Hi, Arthur Schrank reporting, and all the gang here at KOIN, our wonderful PBS station here in Portland, is really giving the Bob and Ray Trophy Train a wonderful welcome. This is Arthur Schrank, and standing beside me is Harry, I'm sorry, sir, I don't know how to pronounce your name.
Birkendahl.
Birkendahl. Oh.
Buckendall.
Well, it's even hard for you, Harry, I know, to pronounce it yourself. Well, look, what do you think of the Bob and Ray Trophy Train, sir?
Well, Mr. Schrank, a lot of us were disappointed that there weren't more things on it. We came out here expecting to see Ray's first pair of long trousers. We expected to see Bob's first pair of roller skates as had been advertised. And we found very little of, we didn't find those things, and we didn't find a good many other things.
Well, sir, I'd like to explain, and I might mention this on the air, too, for the benefit of those towns that we haven't visited yet. There's been a lot of petty thievery going. Hi, everybody, this is Arthur Schrank.
Are you trying to call us folks in this area petty thieves?
No, but...
Well, it sounded that way to me, Schrank.
Yes, sir. But I do think, though, that some of the people are not not realizing that it's stealing. They probably think it's souvenir hunting. They don't realize that Bob and Ray have a good deal of not only money, but hi, everybody, Arthur Schrank, tied up in it.
Well, we certainly didn't expect to see this meager assortment of mementos and curios of Bob and Ray.
Well, the City of Roses is beautiful, sir, and we want to thank you and all the gang at KOIN. And
we just as soon you'd leave right now, Schrank.
All right, Harry. Thanks very much. And so long, Portland, Oregon. Okay, go ahead.
Goodbye. I wish you all a last goodbye. Goodbye. I wish you all a last goodbye.
Hi, partners. I'm going to explain the difference between ordinary stereo phonographs and Columbia Stereo 1. Listen to an oil well on ordinary stereo. Now listen to it on Columbia Stereo 1. Man, there's a real 1,000-barrel-a-day sound. The difference is Columbia's stupendous stereo projection, not just a couple of speakers shooting in different directions. Columbia gives you the real thing, fills every inch of the room with all the sound and feeling of a live performance. And I mean a Texas-sized room. Man, man, ain't that the prettiest money-making sound? Get down to your Columbia phonograph dealer and ask. Demand to hear Stereo One by Columbia. Why, they start as low as $39.95 for portables, $129.95 for consoles. Somebody count that well. We're losing a fortune.
Just hope they haven't taken too much of our stuff. That sounds very discouraging.
Well, didn't you expect it, Bob? Really, when you have little things like that around, souvenir hunters will take certain items, not realizing that it's of great value in many cases.
Suppose they took your collection of Andrew's sister's records?
I don't know. I have no idea. But fortunately, it's all insured. I know that...
I know, but it's the sentimental value of those things.
Well, you did get the premium over, didn't you, on that?
You did pay the insurance premium?
For what?
For the trophy train, all of our stuff.
You never told me anything about it.
Well, sure we did. That was part of your last month's duties there.
Well, wait a minute. I'll walk up there, and I'm going to show you the book, the Bob and Ray book.
Where is it? Back of the studio?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hey, what is that? What have you got up there?
We forgot to tell you that invisible shield has been installed there.
Well, boy, I walked right into it.
Well, that's too bad.
Oh, my nose.
The nose there, huh?
Yeah, well, where does it end? Can I get out and walk around the end of it, or what?
Well, you'll have to go out the other door and around to the front, I guess. They didn't put a door in it, did they?
I don't see any door. It looks like a shield all the way.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like anything, really.
Supposed to be some way
Well,
of
I'll
getting
go around to the control room.
All right, do that. Find the book, though, and find out about that insurance.
I have a feeling that he didn't pay the premium.
I think he's stalling.
The way he said, what premium, frightened me a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As if he didn't know anything about it.
Yeah. Well, the audience is having a good time. Oh, lucky we had that up. That would have caught the microphone, I think.
Yeah.
It was low.
Right between us there.
It was a low pitch.
It's going to be noisier with this thing out
What is
there.
that made out of anyway? Now, that was a heavy item. What was that?
It didn't crack or anything.
Oh.
It's safe. We're much safer than we were.
Doesn't chip either, you notice it?
Yeah.
Perfect. There's only one thing I could find fault. There's a slight flaw. Seeing it over there to the left? It looks like
a bubble there.
Yeah. I wonder if there'll be any refund on that.
Well, they'd have to take the whole thing out and put another one in.
Well, maybe we could put a piece of tape over it or something.
Right, want me to do that?
And then people will think there's tape hanging in midair.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a good idea.
There's a lot of things.
The audience is smiling.
Put some tape over that.
I think the audience likes the idea, too, you know?
They're laughing.
Sure, I think they have a sense of protection, knowing that we can't go after them, either.
Now, how close am I to the shield?
I don't know. I can't tell.
I don't want to walk into it the way he did.
Yeah, well, don't. Be careful. We'll walk slowly. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I found it.
Yeah, okay.
Where's that bubble? There it is. How's that look?
Hey, it looks like a piece of tape hanging in midair.
Yeah.
What do you think of that, audience? They're smiling on the other side.
I'm going to wave to Owl.
So, I don't see any premium at all. Oh, boy.
What happened?
I walked into it toward the end.
Oh. You don't find the premium notice, huh? Or the canceled check or anything?
No. Here, look for yourself. I don't think you told me to pay the premium.
We did.
Well, let's figure it's a total loss anyway.
Well, we better get Shrank right back here then, I guess.
Yeah. Put an invisible shield around the train. Wally Ballou is standing by now for a very interesting interview, another America on the March series, as he visits a map maker. So come in, please, Wally Ballou.
Artography, of course, one of the oldest arts, and here is one of the oldest map makers that we have come across, Mr. Arch Knowlton. Sir, you have sailed the seven seas, I understand, and have acquired a great deal of knowledge in the art of making maps.
Thank you for that very warm and kindly introduction. But I specialize principally, Mr. Ballou, in maps of the United States.
That's what I understood. I wonder if we can see some of your work. Huh?
Yes, I say that's my long suit.
What is?
The United States maps.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
The wall of this room, which I would say is 15 by 30 feet, roughly.
Well, you're not too far off. It's about 11 by 13.
Is covered with maps made, presumably, by Mr. Knowlton. Here's one of a foreign country, I imagine. I can't...
Of a what?
Isn't this some small foreign country? I don't recognize the outline.
That's your own United States, Mr. Ballou, yes.
Well, you've got Florida there on the west coast, haven't you?
Well?
That little peninsula down there is just about 200 miles below San Francisco.
Well, yes.
Well, what?
Well...
And look,
where would you have it?
There's Cape Cod jutting out into the Great Lakes. I think that's the Great Lakes.
Well, I wasn't too sure. I'll be honest with you. I'm not a stickler for details.
Well, where do you get your information? Is it just what you think the map should look like, or...?
No, I travel around quite a bit, and well, I don't know. I'm just careless, and it's bugged me all my life.
What's this over here?
That's Hawaii, right next to Illinois.
Well, Hawaii, I think I might tell you, is in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
Well, now that, of course, I couldn't waste the paper to put in a lot of blue ocean, so I just brought Hawaii over.
But
where does Cape Cod go? I can...
well, it goes over to the right side of the map.
Give me those.
As you look at it.
Well, I'll just tear it out.
It's tearing Cape Cod off to the left of the map and sticking it on right up there by... What is that, Mexico?
Yes, New Mexico.
New Mexico.
That's right.
And,
that looks pretty good. It even looks more symmetrical there.
Well, it looks
better than it did over on the West Coast.
But now you've got the Rocky Mountains going down through Tennessee there. Do you sell many of these maps, Mr. Dalton?
Yes. There are a lot of people use them for gifts, and a lot of people who specialize in geography like to get a hold of mine.
Do any schools buy these?
Yes.
Well, I certainly hope that the word goes out that they're not exactly accurate. But it has been interesting to see the products of your labor. How long does it take to make a map of the United States the way you do?
Not too long. I can put one up, draw it, paint it in, and about a day and a half. But now that I have to move a lot of Cape Cods, and I have about 400 in the back room. So I'm
already made.
Right, so I'm going to have to move a lot of Cape Cods by the Christmas season.
Well, I hope you get it all done in time, Arch Knowlton.
Your engineer's signaling you to hurry up.
I am hurrying up, engineer. I know the time.
Well, move on.
Thank you very much for talking with us. And now back to our radio studios.
Yes, back to the studios. And we'd hoped, long about now, too, to have another special beeper phone report from Wally. But for some reason his call didn't come through. I guess having trouble.
How's he doing as a CBS News trainee correspondent? Have you heard?
Well, they returned his trench coat to wardrobe the other day, when everything else seems to be going along all right, I guess.
Where was the beeper phone thing from?
It was from a drugstore around the corner, but something must have happened. Wait a minute, there's Wally coming into the control room now.
Yeah, I think you're right. Holding up a scribbled sign says, "Sorry, I lost my dime."
Well, I guess we've got to say something nice about CBS News, kind of smooth it over for Wally.
Well, that's CBS News, broadcasting's foremost news-gathering organization, daily on CBS Radio.
Right.
That's nice enough, huh?
Perfect. We'll have to speak sharply to Wally, though.
Well, why is that?
I lent him the dime, you know.
Oh, it's fact. He's honest. Wesley Webster's going to have a historical quotation for you in just 10 seconds. Here's Webley with that historical quotation.
Remember the Maine, but don't forget Vermont. Oh, say, we got to go along. Until the next time, this is Ray Goulding reminding you to write if you get work.
Bob Elliott reminding you to hang by your thumb.
This is the CBS Radio Network.